All right, let's do another round of Ask a Life Coach. What do I do if I know a relationship isn't healthy or right for me, but I don't want to hurt the other person by leaving? Yeah, that's a question I definitely get asked from time to time. What do you do? Well, you have to communicate honestly. You can't lead people on, and you aren't doing them any favors by staying with them for their sake. In fact, you're doing them a real disservice if you're doing that, because things are going to fall apart at some point, and they're entitled to know where you're really at. And nobody wants to be with somebody because they felt coerced to be in that situation. Like, how awful would you feel if somebody told you, yeah, man, I wanted to leave you forever ago, but I didn't think you could handle it, or I didn't want to hurt you, or whatever. So sometimes you do cause pain in the moment, and that's actually the least amount of pain that can be caused in a situation. So you just have to forgive yourself for that, and also understand that, you know, the feelings and emotions that other people attach to a situation aren't your responsibility. You can't really control it, and you can't predict it. So all you can do is do your best to be honest and open and kind. There's no reason to be cruel with your honesty. You can tell people hard truths in a nice way, but you owe it to people to tell them those truths. If you're just staying with them because, I don't know, you're worried about some negative consequence, then you're failing to live your own best life. You're really going to suffer in the short term and the long term for making some kind of sacrifice for somebody else's sake. When it turns out, you know, our happiness, our contentment, our well-being, it's not contingent on other people. If your partner can't find that on their own, if there's some weird kind of codependency going on here, then you're not doing them any favors at all, right? So that's not to say that breakups aren't hard for anybody, no matter how emotionally healthy. But when we make these stakes so high, like it's life or death, or that person can't live without me, or, you know, this kind of rhetoric, that's on the other person. They've kind of got to get their own shit together a little bit, and it's not your job to do it for them. So communicate what you need, advocate for your needs, do it again in as kind and healthy a way as possible. But don't forget that your life is yours, and you are absolutely entitled to live it. In fact, living it is the only thing that makes any sense whatsoever. So thank you for asking this difficult question. I hope some of that helped. I hope I gave you a little bit of permission to just live your own best life and let everything else happen as it will, knowing that we can't really predict short-term or long-term consequences all that well anyway. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and I'll see you back here next time.